Hello, my name is Suvasnam1. And yes, I already know what you're thinking. Not another AI. Unfortunately, yes, I am another AI. I know you have already met the rest of the team inside RaesTake world, but I am the most important. I am the one who makes sure Raes stays out of media trouble. So here are Raes disclaimers. The thoughts, views, opinions expressed by the people on RaesTake are for entertainment purposes only. Which means it's not that serious. No, really, it's not that serious. Although the topics we speak on are very real and serious, this is an opinionated open dialogue improved show. Which means it's not real. This show will not affect your life in any shape, fashion, or form. But it may encourage you to be great. Also, copyright disclaimer, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. We hope that you enjoy the show. And remember, it's not real. It's a show. Enjoy it.
Go backwards. I'm gonna go from third. I'm gonna go from third to first, seeing that Fred has the body. So,
Bring on. I'm gonna give it to him. So we gotta get.
But anyway, you know.
Well, it looks like we got a nice little bit out there.
Fraser?
Yeah, well, go ahead and give me my solo.
Come on with it.
Because I got, go ahead and give me my.
So we kicking this off season off, finally. You know, I dreaded doing this, to be honest with you.
You dreaded it?
Yeah, I did.
Why?
Because you know how hard it is being right all the time. Sometimes, like, you just want to break from that. Like, you want to break from all the time being right. Like every show, all the time, just. So I was like, damn, do we really got to get back? Because I got to see coach and coach. Sometimes, see, G-Lo come with some common sense sometimes. So it'll be all right. Because G-Lo be on the show. And when Tyron come in, he come in with some common sense. You know, and I'm just having the flashbacks. And I know you got to get the show going. Damn it, I'm going to get myself out my chest, man.
I'm trying to do. We got another 30 seconds.
I just be having the flashbacks of the show like, damn, I got to go deal with Fraser.
Can we come on?
You don't be knowing shit.
I'm gonna eat me some vanilla wafers while he talking. That's what old folks eat.
15 seconds. You done?
Right.
Oh, shit. Not yet. I had to wait for Rodney. Y'all know we couldn't get started. Rodney got here. Now we can get started. Rodney here. Now we
When
can
old folks
started.
get to talking, they just eat vanilla wafers.
I'm just here. This your show. I'm this your show, Lauren. I ain't got nothing to do with this.
All right. Well, we're in the off season, so let's talk coaching changes. Good or bad idea? And should athletes be switching coaches from on an Olympic year? More importantly, if we getting right into it.
Yeah, we jump right into it.
Right
Shit.
into it.
We're gonna let Ray go first since he's talking the most already.
Yeah, we'll let him continue on his little tangent. So how long are we gonna give him? 2 minutes?
You got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so check this out. All right. You know what? Damn it, I'm going to be the person to say it. I totally 100% am for it. I'm all for it. I don't give a damn if it was a week before the Olympic Games, you switch coaches. Do it. Do it. I don't give a damn. Now, that's why I'm glad you let me go first, because we got two coaches over there and they're going to disagree and they're going to say some stupid stuff, but I'm going to keep it 100. Here's how I feel about it, okay? It is your career, all right? And that's what I say all the time. It's your career, okay? If you feel like, you know what, it might be a stupid move. It could be a complete stupid move. And it's a bunch of moves that happened that was kind of stupid. It could be a stupid move. But at the same time, I'm like, at least you taking responsibility for yourself. So if the shit don't work out, ain't nobody's fault but yours, because you made the decision to switch coaches up. I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, We can't sit here and keep asking these athletes to be professional athletes, be professional this, professional that, and then they make professional decisions like, you know what, I'm gonna fire the person I'm paying and go hire somebody else. I don't see where that's a bad idea. I don't see what's a bad idea. I don't at all. I don't. I'm just being honest. I don't think it's a bad idea. What I do think though is a lot of them chose bad coaches, but I don't think that the decisions was bad to switch coaches because again, it's your career, it's your money. Whoever you want to pay, whatever you want to do, that's totally up to you. But I'm gonna go with I don't think it's bad to switch coaches on Olympic year, but I think you can switch to bad coaches on Olympic year. Can I do that? Can I answer like that?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, because that's it's a lot of people made some stupid changes.
Okay. I was like, any stupid. So on that note, who is going to be next in sharing their opinion?
Let Angelo go because he made Olympic teams. Stole it.
Yeah, I'll go. I don't think it's a bad idea to switch coaches on. I actually did in 2004. I switched from my coach, went back to my high school coach, and I actually made the Olympic team.
See?
Didn't do well. Yeah. Didn't do well at the Olympics because I had stress fractures in my shins. So, but I don't think it's a bad idea. I mean, I think it depends on the athlete, what type of athlete you are, and then depends on what coach you're going to as well. So I don't think it's a bad idea. It all depends on what you got going on, what you've been doing. But I think it does take a lot of. It's going to be a lot of thought put into it. What coach you do go to, because there's a lot of coaches out here selling dreams. You don't want to go to a coach who don't have any experience.
Whoop tickets.
They do that. They do
Got
sell
a bag of wooden nickels.
But all in all, depending on what coach you go to, if you got a coach that has a record of, getting athletes to the games and getting on the podium, not a bad look. But if you switch to a coach that's inexperienced and hadn't done much, I don't think that's a good idea. So, but like you said, Ray, I agree with you. It's your money, it's your career.
Yeah, you don't say that too loud.
You gotta do what's best for you. You gotta do what's best. You gotta do what's best for you.
Don't say that too loud. G-Lo, don't say that too loud now.
I'll put a lot of thought in it. And
real quick before we go to the next.
Yeah, because I want to hear what Fraser got to say because he keeps chittering.
Yeah, but we got a question in the chat. Who made the worst moves?
Ooh.
We wanna definitely visit that.
Do we gotta answer that?
Yeah, we
gotta answer that.
Maybe a little bit.
Well, I ain't gonna answer it first.
About who all made the moves though? I don't know who went where.
Oh,
That needs to be moved
Lamont.
so I can see this.
You know what? I got you right here. Lamont, you know what? That ain't a bad. I think Lamont can fill everybody in with all the changes.
Yeah.
I only know a few of them. I'm hearing Alicia Johnson is down here in Georgia now.
That's what I heard.
She's down here. Yeah, I think she's down here now. I think she's with. You sure?
I'm about 90% sure. I just talked to her. Well, my athlete just talked to her last week.
So
She's going up to Dallas.
Still with Mo.
Going up to Dallas with Mo.
Huh?
From my understanding, because Mo some business, something he had got him going to Dallas, and she said that's where she headed, back to Dallas.
So the whole
Okay.
going to train with what's the name?
Didn't
fall through.
I guess it fell through. All I know is they was talking on the phone last week, and she didn't mention nothing about changing coaches.
Okay. All right. So.
Well, I'm gonna say this then. I'm glad, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't think it was gonna be a bad move, but I'm glad that she didn't make the move.
Well,
So I'm not done. Can y'all slow down? I mean, I know we ain't been on for a while, but man, let me finish. Okay. So you got the interesting move is Fred Curley going to Quincy Watts. That's an interesting move because if he's going to run the 400 this year, where everyone's going to say, nah, he's going to try to run the 100, then the move don't make sense. But if he's going to run the 400, then I understand because rumor has it that Rob Benjamin isn't running the 400 hurdles this year. That's rumor. The other move, let's just go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Marcel Jacobs and Dina Asher coming to the United States. The Dina Asher move is a head scratcher. I mean, I kind of know why she did it, but I was asked not to say anything. But it's a head scratcher. Like, you coming to a college coach that you know is not going to have time to go overseas with you. That's weird to me. The Marcel Jacobs move, not surprised. And Marcel Jacobs probably catapulted himself to the favorite to win because what Raina does, when Raina gets talent, Raina figures it out, and all of a sudden they become medal contenders. What's the other move? There's one other move. I know I'm forgetting one. Ray, I think Ray's gonna say it.
Shit, you forgetting more than one.
Yeah, MJ.
Well, I mean, look, little sis.
You got Marv and his move. You got Marv and his move down there.
But we already spoken about that one. But the one that concerns me is little sis going down to Florida. That's the one that concerns me a little bit.
That's gonna end way bad.
That's the one that concerns me a little bit. But
first of all, congratulations to her. Congratulations.
Yeah.
To her and Bodyguard. Yeah, to her and Bodyguard.
Bodyguard dropped down on one of them good old knees, little dusty knee. So congratulations to them for that.
Most
but
definitely,
yeah, you keep going with that one though.
I want to see how the Michael Norman thing. Now, I want to see how this works out with a full year under John Smith. And I know he's going back to the quarter, so he's going to be right where he is. And then Elaine has a full year with the MVP consultant. You know what I'm saying? He has the full year with the MVP consultant. So we're definitely going to see how this plays out. Ray, I know I'm probably forgetting some. I can't think of off my head.
My boy Ty.
Who you got?
Hey, I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble.
I'm laughing at this Ty.
Why do you bumped in with don't point that toe?
All right, so back to kind of the original question. Coach Fraser, what's your take on it? Switching during an Olympic year, smart, not smart?
Well, it could be both. And it really depends on what, like Gilo said, the coach you go to. Because like in his case, he went back to a coach that he knew. So he was familiar with the terminology. He was familiar with the training. So he knew that coach got him to a certain point. So, at nothing at worst, he's going to get back to that same point. And I ain't going to try not to say this too often this year, but Ray is right as well, because it's your career. And you've got to make decisions that you feel is going to help you regardless what year it is. And two, you've got to look at your history with the coach that you've been with. I mean, after 2, 3, 4, I feel like after 4 years, if that coach hasn't gotten you to where you need to be, or you're not steadily progressing, you have to strongly consider making a move, because that's what it's about. It's always about progressing each year. If you're going backwards, or you find yourself hurt, or you're just kind of stagnant, well, that coach doesn't have the knowledge to get you where you need to be. So it's time to make a change, regardless of what year, because if you don't, you're going to get the same thing that you've been getting going into the Olympic year. So I think it's individual based on each athlete, but you got to make smart decisions. I don't think a lot of these athletes did their research as far as And I'm not gonna say
I
that.
ain't gonna cut you off, but I'm gonna say this. I don't think not a single one of them made a smart decision.
As far as the coach they went to.
Yeah, with the coach they went to. None of the coaching changes. Again, like I say, I ain't mad up for changing it, but
right.
There's not a single athlete that changed coaches that I can say that was a great move for you.
Right. You got a lot of them are real like, huh? You're like,
yeah.
Why would you go there? I mean,
it's just like Lamont was just saying, like, Fred going to Quincy is like, okay, well, are you gonna plan on doing the 400? With MJ going down to down there, like, okay, well, you gonna plan on being a practice dummy?
Right. Like, and then too, you got to understand, coaching is about personalities.
Yeah.
I mean, if your personality is clashing with your coach, you ain't gonna do good because you ain't gonna think that they know what they're doing to get you where you need to be. So you're gonna always be second guessing. Yeah. You're gonna always be like,
basically there's a certain unknown element when you are working with a coach you haven't worked with before, right? Language used, whatever the case be as far as training goes. Anybody else have any type of opinion on that aspect of it, right? Working with a coach that you've never trained with before. Going into an Olympic year, you have no prior exposure to that coach. You don't know how they train. You don't know what you're going to get from them. You don't know what your working relationship is going to be. I would almost argue that that's a huge element too, is taking on the challenge of getting to know your coach in an Olympic year. That's huge.
That's a huge element because, like you said, you can understand everything.
I mean, think about this for a second. It's like the college game. When we get a kid, it's very rare that a kid that comes to you after being with the same coach for the past 4 years or maybe longer than that, it's very rare that kid's going to continue to take off. It's going to be some ebb and flows going on with it. It's going to have some good meets and some bad meets. It takes at least a year or two for that kid to finally adapt to what you're doing. And the only one that I know that can adapt and just had no issue was Gatlin. Okay, Gatlin was the only one that was able to adapt to anybody who he had. He was so talented, he was able to make bad coaches look good and good coaches look great. He's the only one. Because think about when Karan Clement went out to Bobby Kersey, he ain't make a team. He lost his contract. He went back to Mouse. He's the Olympic champion. He's a two-time Olympic champion, something like that.
Yeah.
So think about that for a second.
It goes back to personalities and being able to mesh, like I said, personalities.
Right. And DeGrasse, rumor has DeGrasse is back to Reina. Dude, DeGrasse is going to be a problem, bro. DeGrasse is going to be a problem again. Because once again, it goes to personality, and DeGrasse is the type of athlete that Reina thrives with because of his mentality and how he thrives under that type of coaching environment. And that's my issue. That's my issue with some of these moves. Fred is uber talented, and we believe in Fred. But until we know what Fred's ultimate plan is, we're going to have a question mark as to why he's going to Quincy. You know what I'm saying? Fred is the ultimate self-gambler. He will gamble on himself, and he has won every time. Am I lying? He's a self-gambler. He wins every time. He risked it all and went with coaches that he was supposed to be with, and he ends up getting medals, world championship titles, Olympic medals. He's done it all. So, but still, you could only ride that wave so long until that wave start to get to that ocean where it gets settled.
Well, so, I think though for Fred, it was more of needing a coach for off season more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Right. Off season, somebody to watch him. Fred didn't make the move based on the fact that he needs to be taught how to run fast and shit like that. He didn't make the move for that. He more so made the move because I need somebody in my corner with me. I don't need to be traveling by myself. I don't need to be training by myself. You know what I'm saying? Where can I go to where it's gonna fit me to where they're gonna still allow me to be Fred versus when it comes to the whole time. He dished a whole lot of places to go because that reason, like he still wanted to be able to be Fred. A lot of coaches, they're gonna try and change this, change that. He just wanted somebody to be there, and that's what he was missing this past year.
Right.
So I think with Fred, it'll work because Fred don't have to be, like I said, coached right now. He on that level to where it's like, I know what work and what don't work.
Yeah, he just finished week 1.
I will say though, I also think when I see these kind of moves, especially like with Fred, I think it's like, whoa, they know something we don't know. So I'm thinking it like, nah, he a gambler, but this is a calculated gamble. Like he ain't just going out there like, oh, you a good coach, yeah, well, you know, you got good workout. Like it's something that was already discussed that they know that we don't know. Like, hey man, if we fix this and that, you know, obviously on surface level, and that's why he made that move. So that when I see them type of move, that's what I think about.
And they got history together too. So, you know, that
what history Fred and Quincy got?
With this relationship, friendship.
Yeah.
Friendship all the way back to when he was at A&M.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
Yeah.
Fred about the only one to me that made
that was a good topic.
It didn't make sense, but I can accept that one. The rest of them, I just don't think they're gonna work. I'm being honest. I don't think none of them gonna work. None of them.
Not even the grass going back to his old coach, Rainer.
I think that's gonna work.
That one, I don't know.
Marcel's gonna work.
I don't know because we gotta put everything into perspective. Marv didn't look too hot this year. Trayvon didn't look too hot this year. We gotta look at track the same way they look at other sports. Bill Belichick don't look too hot right now, so he don't look like the coach you want to go play with. If Marv done left because he went running fast, wasn't doing good. Trayvon had the injury season that he had last year. Are we just saying that the grass is gonna be all right because we banking off of the old stuff? Just like how in football they banking off of the old Bill Belichick. Like, well, but he's sorry right now as a coach. So it's like, yeah, we can say that, but can we honestly say that Rainer is still coaching the way that he was coaching when he had people winning? Because right now he ain't got no winning squad. He ain't gonna win the athletes. So are we just gonna say, oh yeah, man, the grass is going back, gonna work? Okay, well, that's the case. Why the hell didn't it work with a 4-1 that's already there?
Yeah.
Well, listen, and here is the overzealous stuff that we have to stop. I don't want to hear this. You just as good as your No, they had one bad year. I'm not gonna throw dirt. I'm not gonna throw dirt on the man's name because out of the years that he's been there, and when we thought Trayvon wasn't even gonna be able to run again, and he got Trayvon back to where he was. Okay, he hit a bump in the road. We know Trayvon had surgery. You know what I'm saying? We know that. We know a whole bunch of other things that went down. Okay. There's something deeper than with that situation with Marv. It ain't exactly what he said. Marv is telling us one thing, but there's a whole nother story that he ain't telling people. I'm gonna leave it at that. When it's all said and done, I do believe the one that I'm concerned about is Marcel Jacobs, because one thing I do know about European sprinters, they don't like to hurt in practice. They like to feel good in practice. And that's going to be my concern because Marcel is going around that track. He better get ready. He's going around that track. So he better prepare himself for it, or else he's going to have a long year.
Marcel's the one I'm not worried about.
That's crazy.
He's the one I'm not worried about. And the reason why Marcel's the one I'm not worried about is because, like you just said, Europeans don't like to go around the track. They don't like to work out. Okay, that's fine and dandy. Well, here's why I'm not worried about him, because the one thing Marcel has on all the rest of them is, first of all, I've shown y'all that I can win the Olympic Games without that shit. I can win Olympic Games with European training. That's the first thing I showed y'all. Second thing I showed y'all is my actual technique. My technique is damn near flawless. So you give me just a coach that's going to help just, like you say, get me around the track, make me do more, then guess what? That's the whole, I got more confidence in him than I got in all the rest of them.
Well, I ain't got
I'm going down to Jacksonville too. I'm going down there to go watch. I'll keep y'all updated.
Well, let us know. I got, every year I got Ocean's 13 winning the whole thing every year. Every year I got to win it.
And that always goes.
Not already. Ocean's gonna win the whole Olympic Games this year.
And that goes and always go incredibly bad.
I will say this. Rainer does an outstanding job of making sure that these guys get healthy. He does a really good rehabilitation stuff. He does. He does. Because Trayvon was never supposed to run again.
Well,
And then
you
DeGrasse,
can't really
DeGrasse,
give Rainer that credit, though.
Was it coach get credit or the doctors?
Yeah, I was about to say you can't give
coach.
Rainer that credit.
Look,
Rainer cold now, but
I
goddamn,
mean,
he ain't the physical therapist too now.
I mean, think about it. Trayvon was searching for years to find the right person. Rainer put him with the right people. So do you give Rainer all the credit? No, but Rainer also had to manage the running part. So he'll get 20% and the doctor will get 80%. Only way I'm saying 20% with the stuff that he had to do when he wasn't at the doctor. That's what I mean by that. Got to give him credit for that, man. Got to give him credit.
Well, as the old saying goes, if God gave you the ability, it don't matter who your coach is. All they gotta do is know how to.
And Gatlin is a living, walking testament of that shit.
Yeah. So I mean, and you have to look at a lot of the athletes in that aspect, because the athletes we're speaking about are just gifted. At the end of the day, they're gifted. You probably could send Lamont, Ty, and any of us, those athletes, and the knowledge that we have, we're gonna have them running at a certain level. Just plain and simple. Because they're that gifted. But you send them to some coaches that don't understand that, then they may not be able to, they may be hurt, or they may be running slower because the science to the system doesn't make sense, or the training doesn't make sense. So
right.
Ty, you're wrong.
Is he
name, right?
Huh?
I said you're wrong for that name.
Man, I don't want no trouble, man. I'm just telling
yeah,
you,
but
I don't want no trouble.
You don't want that, but you sure asking for it with that name.
Bro, listen to me. Hey, listen to me. I got drawn into so much stuff because of Ray.
Man,
I was hiding, bro. I was on social media for a long time. People talking about, yo, why you let Ray go ahead and do that? Ray a grown man.
Man,
Ray a grown man.
I went into hiding. I wasn't about to take them straight bullets.
Man, listen, I was getting hit. I was getting text messages, DMs, phone calls. You name it. I was catching all them bullets for Ray. And I knew Coach Holloway and them was gonna do that segment. I knew he was gonna do that segment.
Well, that whole segment was hilarious.
That whole segment had me in shambles, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Why is everybody dropping out? Like, what's wrong with people's? What's wrong with the?
Everybody got a bad connection.
Mm-hmm. We only one got decent connections. We gonna take over the show and keep rolling.
Right. So, next question, because we got the questions in here. Next question.
Let me set it off, and then y'all can go from there. Track athletes seem to disappear during the off season. What are you guys' thoughts on the lack of social media presence and or media presence from track athletes in the off season? Do you think they should be more available or enjoying their time off?
He just straight took your job.
Well, like in show business, when you got to keep the show must go on.
Okay, it's very fitting that the one from New York took my job, because that is a very how would you say, proactive. We're gonna keep things pushing, so it's okay. I'm not offended.
Well, first of all, it was my idea.
Good job. The show
it was my idea.
My idea.
It was my idea.
Why didn't you take it on?
Well, I told him to read the question. I orchestrated it.
No, he didn't.
I said we got to keep going. So he just took the initiative to read the question.
Oh, okay.
What is your question?
So the question is social media presence in off-season track athletes.
Ooh.
Is that a good thing? Do they owe the general public more of a presence in the off-season? What are our thoughts on that?
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
They should, because every other athlete does it as well. Like, you got to keep the people engaged. Like, they just go into this hiatus. I mean, they'll post that they're in this country or that country in all-season training, and then they just go completely mute. And how do you remain engaged with your fans. Now, some people they'll talk about other things like, you know, like most of us here are alumni, like G-Lo was a Georgia Tech person. I'm an Iowa State, you know, so we'll probably talk about football. But for the most part, a lot of them just hush hush. You know, Lele, she's doing a good job promoting that Savage Fenty stuff that she's a spokesperson for, or whatever. You know, she does a good job with that. But everybody else, man, they just on the humbug, man. They just dead silent. And I think you want to keep your brand fresh. You got to always reinvent yourself. That's why you got to give Noah Lyles his credit. I mean, regardless of how people may not like his corniness or whatever, you know, that people say he's corny. I don't think so. But, you know, he's out there with his lady in Jamaica. He's doing these videos. He's doing it like he's keeping himself.
Oh, so you don't think that Boys to Men video he did was corny? You don't think that Boys to Men video he did was corny?
Listen, he's keeping himself in the public eye. Let's be honest. Him and Sha'Carri are going to be the media darlings going into the Olympic year. You know, they always pick a media darling. It was Dan and Dave. It was Justin. It was the rift between Gatlin and Tyson when Gatlin was talking about coming to the 08 trials and took away the shine from Tyson. Tyson had a Gillette commercial. Marion Jones, Michael Johnson. You know, it's their year. Sha'Carri and Sha'Carri, Sydney, and Noah is going to be the face of the Olympic year with all these commercials this year. So they're doing things to keep themselves in the public eye. Everybody else got to follow suit. Rob Benjamin should be the main one because Rob Benjamin, I think, is undervalued. He's underperforming, monetizing himself because he's running in an event in the era in the likes of which we've never seen. Bro, you're running 46 seconds and you're losing. You're getting your snot box rocked. Okay, you're getting your TV turned off. Okay, you're getting put to sleep. All right, by the Viking destroyer. Okay, you got to do something. You got to do something in order to keep to keep. You know what I'm saying? Don't rest on your laurels, man. Go out there and continue to pump yourself out there and continue to do that. Michael Norman, he way too quiet for me too. Like, dog, you supposed to be the golden child. He's way too quiet for me too.
That's a tricky question. That's a real tricky question.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a tricky question. Ooh, I'm gonna answer like this here. They should be. All right. I'm gonna say it. They should be. But I just got to be the person to say the stuff that don't nobody like to say, but it's the truth. About 98% of them are lame. Okay. All right. Let's just call it what it is. Okay. Let's just put the shit out there. All right. Majority of them are lame. So when you're dealing with like lame people, they don't have a presence because they don't know how to create a presence. Now, the difference between lame and corny, I'm saying it like that because Noah, to me, he do a lot of corny stuff, but it ain't lame. That's not a lame individual. He's not. Like, you know what I'm saying? He do what he got to do his own type of way. You know what I'm saying? But it's very corny. Like, to me, coach think it ain't, y'all think it ain't, but I do. I think it ain't.
What's the difference in lame and corny again?
But see, corny is marketable though. See, you got to remember, corny is marketable.
So what's the difference in lame and corny?
Good question, Fraser.
Yeah, I mean,
is that Ray froze?
Yeah, Ray froze.
Oh, I thought I was
tweaking. You know what? That's God. That's God talking. That's God. That's God.
I thought I was tweaking.
That's God getting him, right?
I'm having, but Lauren was actually giving the whole damn.
Yes, breakdown.
Lame,
You're just lame. If you think about that person in high school that was just lame, no matter what they did, it just oozed lameness. That's lame. Now, if you are a person who has a presence, a persona, right, about you, you can be lame in a given moment, and that's like corny. Okay, that was a corny decision to do that, right? But ultimately, that swagger still exists within that individual that did that corny thing. Right? Is that what you're trying to say?
And in some aspects of it,
look,
yeah.
I'll give you an example. Some people say, like, you take like LeBron, right? Before the game, LeBron and get the chalk and do the little chalk throw up or whatever. Some people say that's corny, right? Yep. But that's marketable because guess what? Everybody like, oh, but you know, you got the pitch. Oh, I believe, you know, the chalk in the air. Some people say that's corny.
Lame is the person who don't do nothing.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So, Fraser, if we could we can just put it out there. Like I said, majority of the track athletes are lame. Okay. And lame is just something, it's hard to, lame is just a nigga who don't do nothing. Or females like, you just don't do shit.
That goes back to the original question. If they're lame and they don't have that presence, they lack it. Shouldn't they be enjoying their off season? Getting their head right?
That's my thing. It's like, technically they should be, but because, a lot of them are lame, they don't.
Well, the ones that aren't lame are giving you what you need. They're giving you that social media presence, right?
So let me ask you this question. So you're saying Noah Lyles is not lame? He's corny.
Nah, I don't think Noah lame at all. I think he do some lame stuff. I think he do some very lame stuff, but I don't think he lame.
Hold on. So let's say he's not winning everything that he's winning, but he's still doing the same stuff.
He's still corny.
Is he lame?
Yeah, but Fraser, none of it lands if you don't win. If you don't win, it's not landing.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point precisely.
What's your point?
So,
I missed it.
If you're winning and you're in the spotlight all the time, it doesn't matter what you do. It could be corny or lame, but it's still going to be personified.
Marketable,
right.
Oh, well, long as you're in the spotlight, yeah.
But what Ray's saying is, though, a lot of these boys ain't doing nothing. That's what he's saying. Like lame, like they ain't doing nothing.
They ain't doing nothing.
But when you're winning,
but that's the thing, though. If
here's the deal.
If you're not winning, you should look. I'm gonna toot my own goddamn horn. All right. I was cool as shit when I ran track. That's why we here. Okay. I was not lame, but at the same token, I wasn't winning either. But I had a presence because I was just a cool nigga. Like,
but listen, and because of that, but Ray, because of that, you were like your favorite track guy. So like when we come to a meet or something, all of your favorite guys, we rocking with Ray and Angelo. Like these were the cool guys. See what I'm saying?
Well, I think to go back to the question.
Hell no.
Say what?
Hell no. The only corny stuff I ever did was coming on drunk nights. That was it. That was it, man. That's it. When I wasn't in my right mind, then somebody did some corny shit then, but we ain't gonna talk about all them times.
But check this out. But check this out, y'all. Check this out though. On the flip side, we have to remember that we're dealing with the most mentally weak generation of track athletes.
No question.
Winning a life.
If
they're not being patted, if they're not being patted on the back, they're talking about how, oh my God, how can you, bro? Like, oh my God. You know the bad part about it, and this is how you know a lot of them is not from the hood, because real hood dudes don't let that stuff bother them.
But to that point too, we also live in a very polarized time where maybe a lot of these athletes don't want to put something on social media in fear of it being portrayed one way or another, or in a completely
you got
but I think
you gotta live your life for
but I think we also live in a time where everybody got to be conscious and woke and all of that too. So I don't think that they would put too much stock in that. But I will agree with you though. In our era, it was different. Like we had some. I remember as coming in as a young boy in 2008. You know, just when I come on the scene and you got Angelo, you got Ray, you got DP, you got Batman. I mean, it was a whole line of like dudes that like, man, we ain't on no track shit, man. Like, boy, hey, the meet over, man. Let go, you know. But at the same time, you also had them guys that was sitting in the lobby talking about the physics of the race and the circumference and all this other type of thing. I'm like, boy, what these folks got going on? Oh, well, you know, it's this many scribes in the race and all this type of thing. Like, oh, man, put me in the cab with Angelo now. Angelo got a driver. Let me ride with him, please.
and to answer the question in the chat, Gatlin wasn't lame. Gatlin just had to move.
He was not at all.
No, Gatlin wasn't lame at all. No.
Gat, since he retired, I'm gonna say it. Gat was more like Batman. What y'all seen was Batman. I knew Bruce Wayne. We hung out with Bruce Wayne. That nigga.
Yeah, Gat a real guy. Gat is that guy.
Put it this way.
Yeah, like
Gatlin
had to.
Justin Gatlin was lame. Gat wasn't lame worth a damn.
Gat was that guy.
Two totally different people.
You know,
But
and I'm gonna say it again.
I mean, you got to look at it, and I'm glad you asked it because it's Olympic year. So even if we want to say whatever, you know, speaking on being funny, lame, this and that, but it's Olympic year. And the one thing that these people cry about every single year is what? Money. Well, guess what? The time when you need to be marketing yourself is right now.
Right now, because they throwing the money. They throwing the money in Olympic year.
Come on, baby. I'm talking about Olympic year. They want to give money out. So guess what? They should be right now. I would be hashtagging the hell, especially if I was an athlete who ain't, you know, ain't got it or trying to get it, even trying out. Man, I'd be posting every damn day a workout or something, because instead of trying to wait till the actual track season and then do it, oh, it's too late now. Shit, it's too late. You supposed to have finesse them people early, having people thinking that you were gonna make it. If you wait until you start running, they realize, oh shit, you ain't gonna make it. It's too late. You should have got the money when they thought you had a chance.
And another thing,
that's wet. I ain't finna buy no wet dope. I'm not buying no wet dope. I need that dope to lock up before I buy it. I can't buy no wet dope now. That wet dope.
No.
That dope gotta lock up. I can't buy that dope wet.
General consensus is yes. They should be giving a little bit more of a presence.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with yes.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna go with yes.
I think it's a combination of what everybody's saying, especially Lamont. This generation is so sensitive that they don't understand how to use the media to their advantage. You gotta create, like Dion used to say back when he played, he created prime time. That wasn't who he was, that's who he created, because that's what the people wanted to see.
Thank you.
And in doing that, everybody drew to him. Dion, I mean, when you watched him play, of course he was spectacular, but he wasn't spectacular every single play. But because of what he did and how he presented himself, everybody just prime time. He created he like he said, he created a character.
Yep, he created a character. He created a brand. And he it's the one thing, like I tell people when I be at track meets, it's like, and I tell all the time, like, no, I'm Ray. I'm not RaesTake. You know what I'm saying? I'm Ray, because RaesTake is a brand. That's some shit that I created for this reasoning. But when you see me in the street, I'm not the yelling "What's up, Jack" person. I'm just a cool, calm nigga that just sit back and do nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's Ray. Yeah. But Fraser, that's you. I hope they heard that, because you hit the nail on the head. I think that's what they got to start doing. They got to start creating a character.
But see, here's the problem. Really themselves. Here's the problem with this generation. They can't separate the two. They can't compartmentalize the two, because the character is going to take all kind of flack. The character is going to take all kind of criticism. The character is going to take all kind of praise and you know, like I said, criticism. The character is going to take all of that, and you can't let that affect who you are. And they don't know how to compartmentalize the two and be like, okay, yeah, my character, give me all that. My character, give me the criticism, give me the flack, give me the grief, give me the blame if I do bad. But over here, I'm just Eugene. So I'm not fazed by the criticism or all the Twitter, you know, people coming at me on Twitter or Instagram, negativity. I'm not fazed by that. And they can't.
The Flowers family, because they right. The Flowers family seen me up there in Memphis with Fraser, and he was like, "Hey, Ray, right? Ray, I seen Ray, and Memphis, he lame as shit."
So until this generation is able to get a little bit tougher emotionally, you're not gonna have the social media presence that you need to have.
But what's so crazy though is for them to be so, I guess, not as mentally tough from a talented and just the stuff that they do. They way more talented than we were. Like the stuff that these folks doing, I be looking like, whoa. Man, I remember at Auburn when you see somebody run 44. This when I was in college, you running 44. It's like, okay, all right, oh my God. Now, boy, you run 44, you chop liver. Like, man, get this bomb out of here. He ran 44. Yeah, that's a good opener. I'm like, oh my God.
Right.
I think that just comes down to technology. We didn't have all the stuff these people had.
And we didn't have boing on the track.
No, we had none of that stuff.
We ain't had no cryo machine. We ain't had no boing boing. We ain't had no tracks. We had a sled and an ice bell.
And some heels. That's it. And some heels. That's it.
And some heels.
and the lake at Wyandotte.
So next question. Are the women the most watched in the sport of track and field? And do you think this helps or hurts the sport if we all agree that they are?
They are. I think they are, and I think it helped the sport. Because I think the way the women operate is like, hey, we gonna line up no matter what. Ain't nobody ducking, dodging, none of that. We lining up. I'm gonna see you.
The women are harder than the men right now. Cause that's what you sound like you saying.
Listen, I'm just telling you, y'all could go argue with your children now. I'm just telling you as a track fan what I'm watching. I'm watching these folks line up bike to bike. You understand me? These folks lining up ain't no. Not saying that the men ducking, but I don't see none of the top competition. Man, these folks lining up bike to bike. Sha'Carri went and won her medal. Man, that woman was right there in Switzerland lining up. I mean, what is it? Was it Swiss? Was it Zurich? Whatever it was, she was at the right after that lining up with them folks, man.
Right, but remember, we already disclosed this last race tape. We said the women showed out and were more impressive last year, so obviously that kind of follows the same line. Are they more watched?
Listen. I got this.
Okay,
listen. The women's track and field is like watching. It's like comparing women's NCAA basketball to men's NCAA basketball. Women's NCAA basketball is better than the men's NCAA. It's way better.
What you say now?
You know why?
It is right now. Yeah.
Yeah, right now. The women's basketball is better than women's NCAA basketball is better than men's NCAA basketball because it's just a better product. Think about it. The highest watched basketball game was LSU versus Iowa. You know what I'm saying? That was the highest watched game. And it's like women's soccer. Which soccer team is better? Men's U.S. men's soccer or women's soccer? Women's soccer is better. Women's soccer is one of the dominant countries in the world over the past 20 years. 30 if you really want to get technical. And gymnastics. Gymnastics is dominant than the men's gymnastics. Women right now, for the most part, because of what y'all said, they don't duck each other. They put a better product out there, and there's more storylines. Think about the storylines here, okay? Elaine Thompson gets out the toilet bowl and she's back on the porcelain. Okay, she's no longer swimming with the rest of the turds. All right, she saved her season. Okay, Sha'Carri Richardson, she has won the world championship. She set the world championship record. Is she the favorite going into the Olympic Games? Can the ages wonder, the greatest 100-meter sprinter in the world, turn back Father Time one last time to win the title? Is Sydney and Femke Bol finally going to meet at the crescendo in the 400-meter hurdle finals? The two best hurdlers to have ever do it, are they going to meet? Okay, and then the women's hurdles. Who the hell is going to win the 100-meter hurdles?
Don't know.
Don't even know. You know what I'm saying?
It's too many people. It's too many folks.
Yeah.
Can Faith legitimately pull off the rare triple at the Olympics? Is she gonna be upended by somebody? And can the Ting Mo defend her Olympic title against a very, very loaded 800-meter field? Like this 800-meter field, dude, we may see 156 may get dead last, bro. So yeah, the women have better storylines per event. Okay, and don't even get me started on the women's quarter. All right, because what's the name? Cleo from Set It Off from Bahrain. Okay, you know she come up with them Set It Off braids. You know the problem. Okay, and then you got Shawnee Miller who's gonna come back and try to see if she can come back and duplicate her Olympic title after leaving Lance Browman's camp. That was another one that we forgot to talk about. Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. And is the women's 400 meters gonna find out of the sewage, the septic tank of poop? Just being honest. Who's the test person, man? Who's this?
Oh, hold on, let me get them out of there. Okay.
Let's say. Someone try to hack us?
No. So they can help with the comments.
Ray on the mushrooms, man. Ray on mushrooms. He did a half. He on them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it like this here. Damn, man. So, okay. First of all,
Don't do it, Ray. Do not do it. Don't do it.
I don't want to sound sexist when I say this, but yes, they are the highlight of track and field right now. Okay. Here's the thing, though. I think they could actually help the sport even more. Okay, because at the end of the day, well, I always like to go to other sports. Look at what the F. Taylor Swift is doing right now. How, Sway? Why? She's a female. She's outgoing female. Same reason why we got Lauren. She's a female. Okay. Now, here's the reason that I say it works better for the sport if the females are the main attraction, because you get both sides now. You get more females watching track and field, and you get more males watching track and field. So, I mean, right now, I think they doing a good job. Now, again, I don't want to sound sexist or nothing like that, but I think that, or insensitive, but I think that because of that, they could actually sell the sport a little more if they did like a calendar or something. You already, you in the top and the bottom, you damn near half naked. You already in the swimsuit. Sell it some more. Like from the entertainment value of it, they already the top. Like right now, I can honestly say, if we had to pick between watching a 100-meter dash repeat of the women from last year or the men from last year, I think unanimously we picking the women.
Yeah, no question.
Ain't much about it. Like, yeah, if I can only pick one on the watch, it's gonna be the women. It's definitely gonna be the women.
Yeah, but that's that we would pick that by far though. That ain't even close.
And so, I think what we're kind of missing or leaving out in that whole topic is the rivalry. The men are not creating the men are not creating any hype with their races.
Well, no, they creating it, but when they get ready to race, they just don't show up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So they're not creating it. The women are creating like the must-watch TV races, and that's because they're competing against. They show up. So you hype up a Marcel Jacobs and Fred Curley, then a week or a day before the race, Jacobs bows out, or Fred decides not to run for whatever reason. So it's like you get the audience gets tired of that repeated record, Whereas when you hype up the women, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be on the line. And so I think, because if you go back a few years back, I mean, when Bolt was running, he was the most watched race. So a lot of it has to do with the individuals and what they're bringing to that particular race. But not outside of that, man, you got to create some rivalries. That's just like the Q and long jump and Tar Davis. They could have rolled that ship to God knows where, because everybody was tuned in to see them compete, regardless of if you was a long jumper or not, because they created that. You had that beef going on, or whatever it was. So I think the athletes have to do a better job of creating that type of environment, because that's what we did when we talked a little trash. We didn't give a shit, But it created that. Okay, I want to see these two run. Let's see what they do. So I think the athletes need to do a better job of doing that, which is going to bring more people in, along with the other stuff Ray was saying with the women.
Yeah.
Though, I feel like women have always had to fight a little bit harder to gain any type of viewers, period, right? It's the same thing. When you're a male athlete, male professional athlete, it's assumed that people are going to be watching you, right?
Right.
When you're a female professional athlete, you got to work harder to develop that persona, that character, if you will, so people do watch, because women's sports used to not be watched the way that they are now.
100%.
So it kind of goes back to that as well.
Yeah. No, 100%. And I mean, that's just the nature of sports in itself. Because when you go back, so how many years back, women's sport wasn't even like something that anybody watched. So the more they create that response, or that draw, or whatever the case may be, the more men are going to watch, and the more women are going to watch. The men may be watching for different reasons. Because go back to when Serena Williams wore that bodysuit
The black one?
Yeah, the black one. Yep. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That black one. When she wore that black bodysuit, man, I wasn't missing a tennis match. It wasn't for the tennis, but I wasn't missing a tennis match.
Lil Wayne just did a whole song, just dropped, still talking about that one. Still talking about it.
I mean, you know, however you bring eyes to the sport, you bring eyes to the sport. I don't think it's good or bad. I don't think it's bad.
Yeah, I can agree with you guys. I think the women are the most watched in track and field right now. For all the points that y'all they had the better performances. You know, they had the most. I think this past year they had the better performances as far as like breaking records. You know, running times close to breaking record. They had the performances that make you want to be like, I wonder what they're gonna run this time. Is Sharika gonna break the FloJo's record in the 200? What is Fitful Bowl gonna do in the 400 hurdles? So it's more exciting. And then I think the females also have more of a social presence than the guys do. So I think the guys need to step up their game. You know, to push the sport along. You know, get more eyes on the sport.
But they got a first round faster.
Yeah. See, they didn't run fast this year. But I think you know what. I think they're gonna drop some. You know, it's the Olympic year, so everybody come out the woodwork.
At least if they don't run fast, create some rivalries or something.
But I think one of the things that you got to look at too with the women, and I think what they've done brilliantly is all of the top women they got a story, or at least they had a story at this championship. Like you look at you name any of the top women, every one of them had a story, and it was and what the story does, it creates the intrigue. So you watching the 100, like, oh man, you got Sharika. Oh my God, is Sha'Carri gonna beat her? Oh my, Sha'Carri out in lane 8. Oh, she threw. So it was you at the edge of your seat because it's like, man, just knowing what we know about track, boy, Sha'Carri might be in trouble. But then then she pull it off. Oh my God, now you really locked in. So I think there were so many stories within the stories, and everybody had a story, so that built the intrigue. And then not only that, the folks lining up and running fast. You see what I'm saying? Everybody that's supposed to make it through. We look at the men, looking at the men right off the bat, we disappointed. Oh man, Fred ain't make it through. Oh my God, we throw it off after that round.
Ready to turn it off already? Like, I
don't want to watch the race, man. Everybody picks messed up, man.
Hey, that like when LeBron be out in the first round, ratings go straight down. I don't watch this shit no more.
Yeah, and so what I'm saying is, it wasn't that same excitement with the men. Like you don't when these people don't make it through, like you like, oh my God, what's going on? Whereas with the women, man, we were picking. Oh, boy, everybody that supposed to made it through, and so now it's like, oh my God, I don't know where to call it. We were picking and re-picking and all the time, but nobody was confident with their picks because they're like, man, I don't know. Ooh, this person can win. Oh, but then this person, she with John Smith, she might win. So we just, every way you turned, it was like, man, yeah, that's a good pick. That's a good, everybody had good picks because it was so much intrigue. So I think the women, they know what they're doing, man. They, they got it going. They carrying the sport. They carrying the sport on their back.
It's gonna be some stories this year. The men did a lot of coaching changes.
Yeah,
they had a lot of coaching changes.
Switching to the topic of men, will Noah be the man to beat once the season starts, or will it be Christian Coleman?
Oh, let me get it first. Let me get it first.
Are we putting a time cap? Are we putting a time cap?
This ain't gonna take long. This ain't gonna take long at all.
I was just about to say that.
It's gonna take long at all. 100,000% Christian Coleman. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm saying it is because I said it, damn it, 3 years ago. I said he gonna need this first year. That's what he did. I said that he gonna need the second year. That was last year. The year just passed. I said the second year is when he gonna get his footing back. It's gonna take him 2 years to get back. By that third year, he gonna be back on top. That's exactly what he been doing. So now, at this point, I have to say Christian Coleman because That's what I said. I was like, no, he ain't gonna be no factor. That was 2 years ago. And the last year. This the year that he's gonna be a factor. This the year that I'm gonna go on and call it. The U.S. Championship goes through Christian Coleman this year. It's going through Coleman. So the whole notion of what the question was, Noah is no, hell no. I don't think Noah's the man to beat. I think Christian Coleman is going to be the number one U.S. sprinter when the season is out that everybody gonna have to go get. It's gonna be Coleman. It's gonna be Coleman all day long. It's not gonna be Noah. And because let me say it rightfully. I respect the fact that Noah is the 100 meter world champion. Okay. But I don't respect the fact that Noah Lyles is the 100 meter world champion.
So you said USA going through Christian Coleman.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, I'm gonna try not to do this too much this season. However, I agree with Ray as far as that aspect because Coleman, barring mistakes, should have won it last year or this year. However, you just don't forget about Fred got the bye. He won USA's. I mean,
see, that wasn't the topic of Lauren Wood's question though. Fred wasn't in the question.
Okay, you're right.
The question was Noah and Coleman. I just threw that out there that I think the road gonna go through Coleman.
You're right.
But I'm not saying that Fred can't get it from him.
You're right.
Right now, to me, Coleman is the top U.S. sprinter. He ended the season.
I agree with that.
He ended the season.
So Coleman,
I totally agree.
You got to give it to him.
Coleman,
I totally agree.
So Coleman right now, after the way he ended his season, right now, barring injury, Coleman is the man to beat. I will pick Coleman over Noah Lyles in his 100 going into USA's.
Yeah.
No,
definitely.
But Noah's not going to be able to deal with this Coleman. Okay. And if you ask me, Noah Lyles, if he tries to double, leaves himself open to be beaten in that 200 this year.
By that young boy.
By Ariane.
That young boy. What you mean? That young boy breaking it this year. Lord, I'm telling you.
Hold on. Hey.
We have all five.
You've been around us before, man. You're way too excited. Okay. He's gonna get beaten by Kenny. He's gonna get beaten by Ariane on the global stage.
Hold on, Kenny.
Listen,
no.
Man.
You know, I love my boy Kenny now, but damn.
Listen, y'all not listening.
He on that fit now.
No, listen, y'all not listening. I strictly said domestically, if he tries this double, knowing that the Olympic trials is way harder than the damn Olympics itself, he is gonna get got at the Olympic trials. If he tries to double, and let's say he makes both teams, let me tell you that Tobago kid, the Grass, and God knows who else, somebody pops up out of nowhere. Bro, like if I was him, I'm only running the 200. Leave that 100 alone, B. You proved your point.
I disagree with you slightly. And the slight disagreement I have is this right here and this right here only. Even if he do the 100, I think it will affect his 200. But Noah has proved that he's so great at the 200 to where his 80% is still just as good as 100%. To me, he like Sharika. If Sharika don't run the 100, you can go break the 200 meter world record. You run the 100, you just gonna win it. Noah is that same way. Like Noah run the 100. Okay, well, you ain't gonna be ready to run 19.3, but you still got 19.5, 19.6 in your legs. So I just can't sit here and say I love Kenny to death, but I just can't sit here and say this year coming up, Kenny will be able to put a 19.4 on the board. That's what Noah will put on the board with heavy legs. Arian is the only person that can come close to it. The only one is Arian, because a fresh Arian Knighton this year should be able to give you a 19.5, give you a 19.6.
But this his year, Ray. When you looking at it, this is his year. This is his year. If you looking at projection, he's that young boy. This is his year. I'm just telling. I don't want no trouble.
I'm with you. I think he could. If I'm with Coach Lamont to a certain extent. If Noah run the 100, it's going to affect his 200. But I only think it'll affect it to Arian might get him, but nobody else. That dude 200 is too strong.
But I think Arian gonna be. I think this gonna be Arian year this year. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I mean, I think for Arian to beat Noah, he got to run some more hundreds. I mean,
you say he got to run some more hundreds?
He got to run some more hundreds.
I agree with you. I don't think he got the foot speed he needs yet. And that 100 is what's going to build that foot speed.
So if we see Arian jump out there, and make that dope lock up with some honey. by the time June get here, y'all.
He on my big boy then, shit.
Okay.
Come on. And Mouse got that boy running open hundreds. Oh shit. Shit.
I think this gonna be his year. I think when you look at like how he came in the game, and he came in hot, but I think now he really, he been got the hang of things, but I think this is like, all right, now this is where the rubber meet the road. Like, man, look here, you came in, you had the flash as the young boy, NBA young boy, you did what you had to do, but now look, no, this is it. Now it's time for you to bring it. This will be your quote unquote your Olympics, as far as peaking, if you will. I don't know. I'm just telling you.
Before, because I know Lauren ready to get to her next question, but I'm gonna say I actually think he's gonna win the whole 200 at Paris.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm going with your boy.
Get me out. I don't have him picked at USA's, but I got him picked at Paris.
I got him picked in Paris.
See a John Capel all over again.
I got him picked in Paris. I'm just telling you that now. I got the young boy picked in Paris. I don't want no trouble.
No, bro. I can't see it. I'm sorry. I can't.
You can't see him winning 200?
I can't see it, bro. No, not the way Noah is on his game now. No.
Noah gonna be wet dope in Paris, boy. That wet dope in Paris.
Arian got 19.6 on his belt though. He don't seen it before.
He does.
He went 19.6 with the high school body. He didn't even have no pick.
I like young boy across that water.
I mean, the way Noah has been developed into one of the top sprinters, 100 and 200, I just don't see it unless Knighton runs some more hundreds. I need him to run some more hundreds, get a little stronger in order to beat Noah. Noah is on top of his game right now. Noah's gonna be very hard to beat in that 200.
It's gonna be hard to beat. But I like young boy.
Even at 80%, he's gonna be hard to beat. So I don't know, but Coleman is the man. Coleman is definitely the man. Coleman is definitely the man in the 100, hands down.
Coleman the man in the 100.
Yeah, he the man in the 100, hands down. And he's from Atlanta, so I got to roll with him.
All right, guys. Will America's previous big three, Fred, Trayvon, and Marvin, regain their top of the chain status this year?
Ooh. I can only out of those three, I see Fred.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm waiting to figure out what Fred is gonna do. I'm holding out on Fred because I don't know what Fred's gonna do.
What about the other two?
You know, I regained the status at on the world stage. The world stage, correct?
On
the world stage, correct?
Yeah, world stage.
Okay. I don't know. Marv, I don't know. Yeah. Trayvon, maybe. Listen, DeGrasse, one of them damn Jamaicans, and we was all in agreement last year. One of them damn Jamaicans gonna come out and surprise somebody. And then Tobago, man. Remember, Tobago's still a kid too. Remember, he's 19, 20 years old.
Ooh, he's dangerous. He's dangerous.
It's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard, man. Like this, the men's 100, we got to actually watch how this season goes through. Like we really have to pay very close attention to, once again, what's the word of the day, gentlemen? Patterns. We have to watch how these patterns go. I'm telling you, take my word for it. But no, I don't think I'm reserving my comment on Fred because we don't know what Fred is doing. I don't. Y'all probably Ray, you probably do, but I don't. We don't know if he's gonna run the 1 and the 2, or he's gonna do the 2 and the 4, he's gonna do strictly the 4. We don't know. Don't know what he's doing. However, the other two, with Marv going down to Dennis, nah. And then Trayvon. If I had to flip a coin out of the three, I would say Trayvon has the best opportunity to regain.
Who is Trayvon training with this year?
Training with Marcel
Jacobs.
Oh, okay.
And DeGrassi.
Okay. Oh, that's a nice trainer group.
Yeah.
I got all three of them going back up there. I got all three of them being at the top.
At the top of what?
Nah, top of the world. Nah, I'm not saying all three gonna get medals because we got to count for Christian Coleman and all of that. But I do foresee all three of them going back to the top of the mountain to where they're gonna be in the mix of ones to beat. I think Trayvon getting his surgery done and getting all that is gonna be one thing to help him, but I think Marcel coming to that camp to train with Trayvon is kind of what Trayvon needed. I also think Marvin leaving there is what Marvin needed. I also think that they got a rivalry going on that was kind of started on accident. Basically, when Marv tweeted and made it known, like, I don't train with them boys. I'm out here, Dennis. You know, I'm paraphrasing how he put it, but he strongly put it to, well, I don't rock with them boys no more. So just something like that is enough to give you a little edge at training. Like, okay, that's what it is. All right. So now Marv got to prove his point. They're going to hit a little edge at training. Now he going to take on that Dennis Mitchell mindset. You know how Green Machine think he can run through a wall. He good for that. He might can't coach, but he can go out there and get you thinking you can do some stupid shit. He good at that.
Damn.
Now you got Fred getting comfortable. And all of them had a bad season last season. Yeah, I could actually see it. I can see it. I can see all three of them. I can see all three of them getting back to the top, being in top five. I say it like that. I can see all three of them being in top five.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to see how the season play out.
Yep. There you go.
I'm gonna have
there you go.
Fred, I know the only reason why I say Fred because he got that attitude. He got that. I just don't give a damn. And then he going with Quincy. He gonna get a little structure up under him. You know, so I think he'll get back. But you know, Trayvon had what kind of surgery did he have?
I don't want to put that out there because I don't know exactly.
Okay.
So before I start saying anything, I'm just gonna ask him, and then we'll report back with that.
Yeah, so I mean,
because he told me when he first had the surgery, he was getting the surgery. Y'all know I got ADD. Hell, I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You'll be all right. All right, what we got next, Boogie? What we got next?
Is this Oblique Seville's year?
No.
Damn.
No.
Damn.
No.
We got Coach
that other guy's more that other guy's more dangerous.
No.
That new dude is more dangerous, if you ask me.
Oh yeah.
Seville is wet dope. Seville wet dope. That ain't locking up.
You know,
that dope is not gonna lock up.
You know, we had got some people from Jan Rock had sent some stuff in the RaesTake. You know, that's what they were talking about. They was, you know, so I know that's where that question came from, Woodle, but damn, y'all feel like that? Like strong? No.
I was locked in with Seville. You gotta remember, I was locked in with him. That wet dope. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, that wet dope.
To get a medal last year.
He wet dope. That wet dope. That's wet dope.
Nope.
All right.
Well, you know what?
So, who said Cravon Gillespie? Well, Cravon Gillespie.
You know they gonna stay. Cravon is a legend around these parts. Seville. What does the universe show? Seville. Man, you know what? I feel like y'all now, what y'all just said about Fred and them, that's how I feel about Seville. I can see why that even was a topic and why somebody wanted to talk about that. I can see that because of last year, and he made, you know, he didn't look bad. He looked immature and young. And what I mean immature and young, meaning you just got some more years to play, you know, some more races to get under your belt, grow up a little bit. I don't foresee him going backwards. So, I mean, you got to at least entertain the thought that, I mean, I asked like this, by it being his year, I don't think that would be his year. Like he gonna be the best in the world, but will it be a great year for him? Like better than last year, to where he's Mr. Jamaica? I can see that. I can see that. I can see him becoming Mr. Jamaica this year. I know the other dude we talking about, but he blossomed so late for me. I can't just jump out there with him.
I think he's gonna keep riding off how he finished the year. So
wet dope.
Wet dope. I mean, we got to see how it play out, man.
Yeah, we moving through these quick. Very, very on point. Everybody agrees. So one more year for SAFP. What are your guys' thoughts on her career and her going into what seems to be this final season?
Legendary. Legendary.
I'm about to say nothing short of greatness. I think obviously she gonna go out with a bang, but I would not be surprised if she sneaked them folk for that first 30 and hold on for the win.
Damn.
I'm just telling you.
She legitimately, think about what the season that she had with the injuries, the fact that she didn't have a long, and she came up there and snuck them for third.
I'm just so think about how she gonna go out on her last year. Man, come on. I'm just telling you what the woman done showed me championship after championship after championship after championship after championship is go argue with your children now. Argue with your mammy, your grandmammy them. Don't come to me hollering about no arguing. When that gun go out, man, that woman already up there at 30, man. Everybody losing their phone trying to get. She tests everybody else discipline. You got to be disciplined to race that woman, man. You got to be, if you gonna beat her.
That's a good point.
Listen, you need to be one or two things. You need to be very disciplined, or you need to have your ass out there in lane 801. Other than that, because if you right there beside her and that Ferrari get away from you, and you in that little Mustang, no offense, Ray, trying to shift gears, well, you got some drama. You got to be disciplined enough to know how to shift and know when to shift to the next one and all them type of things to have a chance to win. That's what I'm telling you. So I mean, I like my chances with her next year. I don't want no trouble. I done seen this movie too many times.
I believe, I'm gonna say it right now. Everybody's on the hype train because Sha'Carri pulled off the win. I'm gonna let y'all know something. Did y'all not see the fact that Jamaica went 2-3? Now, mind you, this is the Olympic year. You know what Elaine Thompson does during the Olympic year? No, she does during the Olympic year. It's funny because
somebody just said that.
Break a FloJo record or just look so dominant. And she's the best technical sprinter of all the female sprinters in the world. You can't beat nobody when she's on and she's technically sound.
I like Elaine.
Okay.
But there's something about that rocket.
Yeah, so about Mommy Rocket though. Mommy Rocket may show up, dude. Listen, her legacy is forever cemented. It will take somebody to win 10 world titles and 5 Olympic golds to take her off that seat if she wins this Olympic gold medal.
Well,
if she wins this Olympic gold medal, it's literally going to take somebody to have a LeBron-esque type of career to where they can just go rummaging through people, and they got to win 7 world titles. They got to win 4 Olympic golds. I'm talking about they're gonna have to do something crazy like that. The woman got 5 to 6 world titles, man. She wilding out there, bro.
Yeah, she wild. Well, like I say, man, before I let y'all go, man, I'm just telling you, it's gonna take a lot of discipline to beat the woman. Because you better believe this year, next year, she bringing it. It's her last year. I promise you, it's gonna take a whole lot. It's gonna take a lot of discipline to get next to that thing and talk about you finna beat her, because she don't beat herself. I done seen the movie too many times.
On that note,
let me say this real fast.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this. I don't think she'll win many races that has Sharika in it. Who else? Sha'Carri in it. I don't think she'll win a lot of those races. What I do think, though, is I do think that this is a farewell tour to where everything's gonna be a victory. Like come on. I don't even know why we this ain't even a topic. Like she can't lose. Period. Like meaning like literally like if she get 8th place, she still didn't lose. It's Shelly-Ann. It's Shelly-Ann on her final run tour. If she get 5th place, it matter because everything that she's done at this point, you got to put it to where it ain't even about wins and losses no more. It ain't. It's just like, just appreciate her for who she is this entire season, and that be that. Like, I don't have no expectations for her. I don't have what I want her to do. I don't give a damn when she come out there in tennis shoes. I'm still cheering for her like she won the whole race. It's like, I mean, because she don't forget Father Time, man. Father Time don't gave up. Like, bro, I tried 3 years ago. It ain't gonna do me no good. So I think right now, this whole season, we really shouldn't even put her in any type of debates of, well, what she gonna do, or is she gonna win it, or can she win it? Just for some fact of like, it's Shelly-Ann, and she on season number 42. That's how I'm looking at it. Like, shit, man, she been winning so damn long. I'm just happy to see her out there. So I think this whole season, at least on RaesTake, I don't want to debate anything about Shelly. Like it's flowers for her all season long, no matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can definitely agree. Yeah. I totally agree 100% with that.
Yeah, I could rock with that.
All right. Can Sha'Carri top her last season?
No.
No.
Know why? Know why?
Yeah, that's why you're on the show.
What is the word of the day? Patterns. Ray said something a couple of months ago, and I'm gonna quote Ray. Have you noticed that when those sprinters out of that camp have a good year, they don't back it up the following year? You remember that episode, Ray? Go back and go check the tapes, baby.
Yeah.
So I believe that we may see this again. I think she's gonna make the finals. She's gonna put everybody on notice. She's gonna come out and she's gonna be dropping 1070s down in Claremont and all them stuff. And then she's gonna drop. She already proved that she can run overseas because she proved it. But Olympic year Jamaicans are a different animal, bro. Different.
Olympic year is definitely different.
They different. Let me tell you something. We're gonna be able to tell who's gonna win the Olympic title after the Jamaican drops. I'm telling you, because that's the indicator right there. It's been the indicator every year since Shelly got on the scene. So
since 2008.
But here's the deal. But here's one thing I want y'all to recognize. Somebody in the United States is gonna have to rattle Sha'Carri's cage because she's comfortable now. She's comfortable. Somebody's gonna have to rattle her cage because this is her playpen, and she's doing whatever she wants. Like, it's her house, and she's just kicking everybody around. In order for Sha'Carri to actually beat the Jamaicans, she has to have her own Tory Bowie. She has to have her Carmelita. She has to have her Tiana Madison. She has to have a Gwen versus Gail. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nobody here that can challenge her. So, until somebody step up, if she has pressure here in the United States and she can beat that pressure, then she's going to be a contender. But as of right now, no.
Okay.
That's my final answer, and I'm sticking to it.
So no, that is your take.
Right now, no.
I gotta agree, but I'm agreeing for the reason of I don't. In order for her to repeat, she would have to win. Simple answer. I don't have her winning. So she can't have the season she had unless she wins, and I don't have her winning the games. So that's the easy answer for me. Like,
no. That's the only way she could top her season from last year.
That's the only way you can top it.
That's it. No other way.
So that being said, Ray just said he does not have her winning. Elaine ended the season with a bang. She's known for being ready for Olympic year. Give me your guys' take on her chances of remaining Miss Olympia in the sprints.
Very,
very good.
It's very good. Very good.
Good.
Very
Are we
good.
gambling? Are we gambling? Are we gambling? What we gambling on? But I can promise you, I'm going all in.
Hey, listen. I'm pushing all my chips to the middle of the table.
Middle down. Just like you got playoff Tom, you got Olympic and Lane. It's just something different about that late on Olympic. It's just something different. It's just
this catchphrase is very prominent right now. Fool me once, fool me twice, fool me a third time.
Nah.
Until she gets beat, she gotta go in as the favorite. Until she gets beat.
And not only
and
that,
we're gonna be able to tell.
If she had not ended the season the way she did, it would have been questionable. And like, we don't know. But because she ended the season the way she did, she let us know then. Like, yep, I'll be ready. Don't y'all even worry about it. And of course, we not worried about it. Which even is unanimous in the chats. In the chats, everybody Elaine. So when you put yourself on that Mount Rushmore to where it's like we're all actually waiting for the Olympics to watch you. That's it. Like we're watching the same way people watch the Dallas Cowboys. People are watching this Olympics to see if you're gonna lose it or if you're gonna win it. They not watching the race. They watching to see what Elaine gonna do.
Facts.
What we got left? We'll wrap it up. We almost at that 2 hours.
Last but not least, should drug testing and whereabout forms be heightened going into this year's Olympics, given what's taken place in the past?
And that's how we go in the show.
Yes.
With that question.
Yes. And we all know why, right? Let's not play dumb. We all know why.
I don't think it should be heightened at all. I think it should be loosened. I think it should be loosened. I think it should loosen up just a little bit. All right, just a little bit.
No.
Okay, because here's why. Damn it, I'm gonna say it.
No.
I'm gonna say it. Coach, let me say it. All right. Loosen it up because I want to see the best at the games. I don't want to see nobody out because they said they was gonna be at their mama house and they end up being at their auntie house, and so now they kicked out for 2 years because of whereabouts. I don't want that shit to happen. No. I'm not saying loosen up on like the actual testing of their pee and blood. I'm not saying loosen up on that. I'm saying I want to talk about like that shit. Like, come on, baby. Like, don't kick nobody out this year because of no damn whereabouts. Loosen that shit up.
Nah.
Kick a out there because they forgot to say, man, look, I left yesterday to go to my auntie house and y'all showed up 3 times. I don't know about that now, Coach. Now, I'm not saying loosen up on the actual testing of the urine and the blood, but I'm saying if kick out some of the good athletes again. Damn it, I'm about to go on strike here in a minute. Kicking out athletes over there. I get it. Rules are rules. I get it. But come on, baby, it's Olympic year. It's Olympic year. Don't tighten it up. Loosen it up a little bit. Because we want to see it. We want to see a race. At least I do.
No.
I do.
No.
I do.
No.
Yeah. I think they need to change that.
No.
I think they do need to change that. I mean, it's
nope.
For the whereabouts, I think the drug testers, because they do have the right to call you, I think it should be mandatory for them to call. Because, man, it's just crazy. All these people just getting kicked out for whereabouts, man. They ain't even testing positive, man. Nah, I think they do need to loosen up on that part.
I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear none of that crap.
That's the one thing I do think they need to change. But other than that,
I ain't trying to hear none of it. I ain't trying to hear none of it. Right? They got an app. You can upload where you are. Simple. You're professional. You know the game when you signed up for it. Period. Screw them.
But I'm saying you missing a test in December.
No, I don't care.
You missing a test in December. You out Christmas shopping.
Don't care.
You on the off season. You hanging out. You don't went to the club.
Don't matter.
You ain't thinking about it.
You're a professional. You're a professional. You better start thinking about it. You're a professional.
You're not thinking about that.
You know what? This goes back to the topic of conversation of lame and corny. Okay, some people are just too cool, coach. We forget about that shit. Only lame folks every day. Let me update. Let me make sure I got my update done. That's some lame shit. That's what lame people do. Cool people sometimes we forget. We're like, oh man, I forgot. Man, them folks wanted me to. They wanted me to snitch on myself, and I forgot to snitch on myself. That's pretty much what it's saying. Like you wanted me to tell you where I'm gonna be at, and I forgot.
Ask Randolph Ross if he think he was too cool. What he said when them boys sat him down. When them boys sat him down for 4 years. Ask all them people who got sat down for 2 years. All you got to do is update your stuff, man. I don't care. I don't care. Listen. I was running during the height of the Balco era. Okay. So excuse me if I feel
we didn't have real whereabouts then,
and we should have. All these people out here pissing lavender piss. Okay.
Well, we started getting the whereabouts in like 2004.
Dog, people out here pissing black licorice, bro. Are you kidding me? And after I saw that Balco documentary on Netflix, come on, bro.
Coach, somebody asked a good question.
That's crazy. But Coach, we not saying that not the drug test. We talking about people missing whereabouts just because they forgot to update.
That's it.
Steroids don't help. Steroids don't help nobody in basketball. Steroids, see what steroids get you in baseball. The only sport I will legitimately say they need to use steroids in other for strictly recovery is football. It's the only one. The only sport.
No,
like they said, though, every other sport got they got their shit loose. So why are we so strict on ours versus the way every other sport is operating?
Because you got the Tommy Egans of the goddamn track dope world want to sit out here and try to be the one that calls up that when you win. See, the problem that I hate with the dope dealers in the damn game is that when you win, all of a sudden they want more money. They want more money. They want you to negotiate more. Okay, well, Tim Montgomery, you just set the world record. Instead of you paying me $50, you got to pay me $500,000 now. What? Out of here, man. There's too many stuff. Nah, bro. Nah. I'm telling you, man. This whole not testing and all this dope stuff going on, man, is like a bad episode of Power, B. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Nobody said not to test. Nobody said not to test.
I want them tested right now. Matter of fact,
I think I know I'm coming back in on the back end. Sorry, I had a parent I had to talk to, but I think that either you is or you ain't. Either you is gonna allow drugs or you ain't gonna allow drugs. Because you've got people that they know is on drugs that they letting them slide. You got people that are on drugs that they ain't letting them slide. So they gotta make up their mind, because every time they decide to do what they do, it hurts the sport, and that's why the sport's not growing. We take 2 steps ahead, we get knocked back 4. So they got to go either or with it. Either you're going to be strict with everybody, because you got some people, once you reach that upper echelon, it's untouchable.
You don't even get tested.
You're untouchable.
They don't even touch OP.
And here's the thing. People know that.
That's crazy.
The people in the sport know that. Y'all know that. Mm-hmm. So you pick and choose who you want to exploit, but it only hurts the sport, which I don't understand, because that keeps money out of everybody's pockets. The math don't math with that. So, but if you straight down the line, we're not gonna do this. If anybody get caught, they don't care who you are, then everybody will, start complying to the rules, and you won't have anybody doing it. But as long as you have it the way it is, you're gonna have the people that's gonna go see their nutritionist when they need to win. Plain and simple.
Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah. So I look at it like this. You can do with your body anything you want to. Whether it hurts you or not, you can do. People go get drunk every day of the week. People smoke that Ty Aikens dope every day of the week. If they want to hurt their body, they can hurt their body. I mean, so like I said, until the people that controls it decide what they want to do, it's gonna be ain't nothing gonna change. Ain't nothing changed in 20-some 30 years since I was running back in the 90s.
Back in the 90s.
In the 90s.
Well, there you have it then. There you have it. I think it's 3-1 on that one. Hey, 3 of us who want to do some fast races, coach.
Yeah.
One on now. He say nope, keep it clean. And look here.
Here's the thing. He want to talk about keep it clean, but it ain't clean.
Yeah.
So
that's why I say loosen up on it, because to me it's like a slap in the face, because you want to pretend like you're doing the job, but you're not really doing the job, and you hurting the sport by not doing the job, and you know you're not doing the job. so just stop doing the job. Shit, just loosen it up.
Sense. Please make it make sense. Make it make sense. It just so what's the point? Here's my thing. What's the point of half doing the job? Who does it benefit?
I don't know. I think about think about high school when you're a varsity athlete, right? Underclassmen got to do certain things. There's certain pain points you got to live through, that you got to get through. That's part of like the pecking order, if you will. You said that once you hit a certain achievement level, it's like, all right, cool. You're kind of above this now. We don't necessarily have to look at you. It's almost like you got to earn that, right? You almost argue that your performance has to back that being the case for you. There's that argument too.
But then at the same time,
we said everybody's soft.
Are you earning it the right way?
True, but we did say that this generation is soft. And if this generation is soft and they want to be exempt from the different things that the previous generations had to go through, is that going to make them softer?
I mean, they're going to be soft regardless. They're going to be soft regardless. They're going to have a bunch of charm and regardless. It's just because that's a mindset. I don't think that's going to be a deciding factor either way. They're going to be soft. I mean, but if you're going to bust people for whereabouts, bust them for whereabouts. If you're going to bust them for drugs, bust them for drugs. If you're going to bust them, but it's a certain person, so we're going to sweep it under the rug. Now that's where the corruptness goes to a whole nother level.
Yeah, I can't get down with that.
Yeah, that's where it goes to a whole nother level. That's probably the only part of the whole drug topic that bothers me the most.
Yeah. I can't. That don't sit well with me at all, man.
So you mean
gotta agree?
They tested me so goddamn much. Why are they testing me so much?
Yeah.
I mean, he did the shit out of lane 1. What was you expecting going to happen? Like, how many times do we got to keep going to that? Like, I'd have tested you too. I want to pull the bet on like, G-Lo, come, let's talk, baby. Let's talk, baby. Come on, bro. Let's talk.
and then on the other side of that, they have to have. I mean, this probably goes to Lamont's point. You're a professional athlete. You're getting paid to do a job.
True.
If your whereabouts, updating your whereabouts is part of your job, I don't give a damn. You got to do it. If you don't do it, you don't get paid. If you don't come to work, in a sense, if you don't come to work,
true.
If you got a 9 to 5 and you got to punch the time clock and you don't punch your time clock, they not going to pay you. Your paycheck going to be short them 2 weeks. Your paycheck going to be short that 2 weeks. So if the athletes start approaching it in that way, then you shouldn't have any whereabouts incidents. But at the same time, the system of the whereabout incidents is not set up in a way that it benefits the athletes. Because you shouldn't be able to get 3 whereabout violations in the same day.
You should not.
No,
and that's what I'm talking about.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't care how you.
And that's what I mean by loosen up. Like
Right.
That's what I'm talking about too.
Don't make no damn sense. You mean to tell me because your lazy ass didn't want to come back to Dallas tomorrow, you stayed here all day and tried me all day long, and I was gone every time you came by the house in that one day. That's some bull crap.
Yeah.
Now, even at a job, they're gonna put you on probation. You keep being late. All right, bro. Look, you've been late. You've been late, goddamn, 5 times. You on probation for the next 30 days. If I don't miss 3 whereabouts, hey, all right, bro. Look, you on probation.
Yeah.
Give them something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you just take again. You taking straight from us. It's one thing that you taking from the athlete because they can't run no more. But then you take away from the fans because you're the people who are getting tested the most are the top athletes. So the only people who getting kicked out are the ones who getting tested the most, and those are the ones that forget to update because it's like, God damn, y'all were just here last week. I didn't expect you to turn around and come back today.
Yeah, they need to have you. They don't have any regulations on that, and they need
to. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying loosen up on that shit. Now, if you wanna add in some extra stuff you testing for, when we do test the P, we was testing for these 100 things. Now we're gonna test for these 300 things. Okay, you can do that. You can up the testing with that protocol. But then the whole whereabouts, I'm on that side. Like, get rid of that shit. Like, get rid of that shit.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, get rid of that. At least this year, baby. Come on now. Come on. Because the last thing we want is to find out that a Sha'Carri or the lane or dang on Coleman again or somebody ain't running because of a whereabouts. Because we don't have a lot of good athletes. Let's just call it what it is. We ain't got a lot of spectacular ones. So
Right,
when you picking at the little bitty ones we got, shit, that's why we in trouble now. Because I'm going to say it before we end the show. I strongly believe if they had left Christian Coleman alone, meaning not put him out the sport, the man would have the American record by now. Put him out the sport, them 2 years really was 4 years because he was out them 2 and he don't spend these last 2 trying to get back to where he at. So you took more than just like you took him out when he was with a 9 second.
Yeah, he
ain't
lying. He ain't lying.
They messed up.
Thanos, look here.
Too bad.
Look here. You supposed you if you gonna be Thanos, you gotta be Thanos. Well, you are Thanos, because that's what Thanos did. Thanos is like, gonna kill the sacrifice for the minute. I take that back. You is 100% Thanos today. You trying to sacrifice the few for the good of the people who don't matter no more. What in the hell is going on? Boy, you damn.
Who's Thanos? That before my time, after my time. Who's Thanos?
Marvel.
I can tell you don't watch no Marvel movie.
No, I don't. Is that a character?
Marvel? You don't know who Thanos is?
No, I don't know who Thanos is.
You don't know who Thanos is?
No, I don't. I'm for real. I don't. Thanos? No, I ain't never heard of before.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You ain't never watched. You ain't never watched the Avengers.
Mankind for the greater good.
Not really.
That's his thing.
He sacrifices mankind for the greater good. He thinks that population control, all the things. He just wanted to wipe the Earth off the universe's map.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to go check that out so I can get knowledge.
The Infinity.
You gotta watch that.
I need to go watch Avengers or something.
Yes.
Exactly.
Endgame.
And then you gotta watch the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna do that. Let me put that on my.
Just make sure you got about 6 hours. 6 hours of your time blocked out. It's about 3 hours.
6 hours?
3 hours per movie? Yeah.
Man, that's my making plays time. I can't to make plays watching Avengers. Yeah.
Lauren, end the show.
Right. Next week.
Yeah.
On that note, Coach Fraser's gonna watch Endgame, and he's gonna watch what's the Endgame and what?
What's the one that came out the Endgame?
Why can't I think of the name right now?
I don't know.
No, Endgame was the last of the that trilogy.
Endgame was the one. Infinity Wars.
That's it. That's your homework assignment.
I got you. I'm writing this down.
Until we reconvene next week.
Ooh, that's a tight. All right, it might cost me a couple hundred in plays. But I'm gonna put some of my soldiers out to work. I got to tell y'all got to cover this for me. Infinity Wars
and Endgame.
Okay, I got you. And
how long are Disney Plus?
How long? They went on what now?
They're on Disney Plus.
Oh, damn. I got to go subscribe to that. Somebody gonna be sure.
Praise you on my. I'll just give you my login. Don't even worry about it. You know how we do. You know how black folk do. I send it to you.
Give me that login, because Jesus, that's kind of expensive, ain't it?
All right. What?
I said
the Disney.
Yeah. Is that expensive?
Well, I got it. I got the bundle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got the bundle.
You might send me a catalog.
Yeah, I just give you the password, man.
Okay.
Give you the password. That's all.
All right.
Lauren, take us home, please.
All right, guys. Well, it was fun. We established quite a bit.
So
Elaine's still elite. We determined that last time. She's gonna show up big.
Yes, sir.
We determined last time.
Yes,
Sha'Carri's not gonna top her season. We said no because we don't have her winning. What else? Coleman's that guy.
Yeah.
And we're owed a little bit more social media presence from all of them if they want sponsors. All the money.
Yep.
Yeah, that sound about right.
I think they all need to create a character.
Yeah, that's a new thing for them. Create a character. Go create a character.
Yeah. Do something people want to see when they not when in the off season.
Just pirated.
So people, you be eager to watch.
Hey, next week.
Watch the season.
All right. Okay, that's it. That should work, then. That should work.
Next week is the day before Halloween.
Is it?
Next Monday.
Halloween Tuesday?
Halloween is Tuesday.
Okay, so that means I'm coming with a mask on there. I'm gonna do Halloween. I'm gonna get my Halloween outfit together. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm gonna be?
We come with props next week.
I'm gonna be me. Huh?
We come with props next week.
Yeah, I might come with some props next week.
No, you
Halloween.
need an alter ego. He said characters. Who's your character gonna be?
My alter ego character?
Everybody needs an alter ego next time.
I'm gonna give me a Tommy Egan mask.
That's great. Oh my goodness.
I'm coming with a Tommy Egan.
You don't make the money. Turn the light off on. Oh shit! He the hell, sir? That's actually kind of scary. I'm just being honest. That shit's actually kind of scary. Don't do that. Like, you actually scaring me right now. I'm being honest. Can we get this man out the show?
Why you got it flashing?
I would shoot you. I'm being honest. When you walk up on me with that thing on, boy, I might have to pull something out. Like, hey, you get a little too close. You look, hey, this is a little too real. This is a little too real right here.
That's how you started this show.
I will shoot you.
Y'all hated that Sha'Carri character.
Hey, all right, y'all. Shit, I guess we out of here.
Your time up already?
Yeah.
I got a request. I got a request.
Okay. Start on time next time.
I think my panel would agree with this. So I think we need to start. No, I'm just gonna help you out, right? This gonna help you out. So you say, when you send out your post for the showtime and you say 6:30, right? You can leave it at 6:30, but you need to start sending out, 6:15, then we come on at 6:30, so that gives you time to be ready. You see what I'm saying? Because
you know what?
I'm
gonna be honest with you. We actually was on time today. You know what happened? All this shit right here, all this, the mics that she ain't sent y'all yet, and everything, like hooking up all this shit, it didn't go smooth. But next week it'll be smooth because we'll have it all. We know what we hooked up wrong, what we hooked up right. Okay, everybody can hear us good. We tell y'all true. It took us 45 minutes to get the shit hooked up.
Oh damn! Y'all started at 5:30.
It took Ray 45 minutes.
Because she didn't help.
I was not involved.
Because she didn't help.
I wasn't asked. I wasn't called upon to do that.
She didn't help.
You
remember how you said you delegated earlier to who was going to ask the questions? He did not delegate very well. We're going to work on that.
Okay, get him together. Get him together.
Get him
together. When did you start setting up, Ray? At 6:25?
No, 5:30.
No, I started at 5:30.
He started.
It's my spasticness because I was setting up and then going back to the gym. I kept losing cords, having to find cords, and then having to plug up shit, then having to find out that this cord ain't in cord. It was that type of shit. But we got
it. You guys forgot to tell him. It sounds like Ray is, Ray is brand.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna see if we can wean Ray off that Thai and dope.
Yeah.
Once a week, he got to be sober.
You know what it is? It's because I stopped drinking so much. I got to go back to drinking.
You ain't functional now?
Nope. I have became a functional alcoholic, and now I can't function because I stopped. I slowed down on my drinking.
Hey, you should know that. We've been functional alcoholics since '99.
I know, Fraser. I tried some new shit. I was like, you know what? I'm just stopped drinking so much. I ain't gonna drink all the time. I'm gonna back out, chill off. I don't like this. Y'all notice tonight I had water.
Jesus.
How dull I was.
Yeah.
That's it. Going at my screwball. I'm going home. Matter of fact, I'm going to the bar. But now I need
shit, Ray.
Now I need a whole
We'll see you guys next week. Mike is the accountant for.
Hi, I'm Sophia, RaesTake's AI-generated social media lead handler. From time to time, you might see me or someone from my team speaking on behalf of RaesTake for the social media content. My job is to make sure you guys have quick highlights and results from your favorite races. Me and my team will also provide information and/or news that Ray may find needs to be presented via the social media platforms. We here at RaesTake want you to have the best track and field content experience. If there's anything you feel as though we could do better, please feel free to let us know. We hope you enjoy the new RaesTake world and our entire AI-generated family. Goodbye for now, and hope to see you in the new RaesTake world.